Hey, you already know what it is, man. It's the filler bar guy, punchlines doing circles, planet bars, each round universal, Billiano, Dono, everybody's favorite African Americano. I'm here with the real rap sheet. Gang, you already know.
What's up, people? It's your girl Margarita Mondays, aka the Lil South Sun Packer, and I'm here with my boys,
Ben Swave,
Father God.
and welcome to another episode of the Real Rap Sheet.
What does legacy mean to Hollow the Dawn?
Legacy means what you leave after you're gone. One of the big sayings I go on is stuff you do while you're here, you know, people get to witness it, but when you're gone, all you got is legacy after that. So I'm real big on how you carry yourself, how to conduct yourself, because legacy is all you got when you're gone.
All right, but let me ask you this: like with legacy, like was your mind always thinking that, or like when did it start clicking of I have to leave a legacy? Because we all artists, we all do this, but it all for all of us it started off as just fun. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, give me a turning point when you started realizing like, yo, I got something. This is something I could leave behind that people could know me for, remember me for, you know. And how did that turning point fuel you, where you really started playing chess? You know?
Well, it wasn't much of a turning point, I could say, because I'm not going to say I always was chasing legacy, but I always took it serious enough. Like at the beginning, I guess it was fun, but I never considered it fun. I considered it a means, working towards something.
Mm-hmm.
So even just to be respected as the best lyricist or be respected for my punchlines or my bars was part of my legacy. And it wasn't much fun until, honestly, I started reaping the benefits. So I kind of always been focused on legacy.
So even back then, like, see, like I remember when we first met, and you was with Dutch, and I was with Rilla, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we in that little boiler room, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like I wasn't thinking about nothing. Like my mind wasn't on it. I had these rounds that I just knew in the back of my head, and whatever complex was good. You battle J Focus, but we had no idea what that was gonna do. I had no idea even what World Star was. So it was like with you, even though that was the beginning of Hollow the Dawn, for real, there was a whole history behind that, from 106 to the WRCs and our era of our streets, just the hoods. You feel what I'm saying? Fight Club and all that. So it's like, were you already looking at it as a gateway even then, like against J Focus?
I was, but it was still a gamble. I never felt like this is a guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I definitely felt like
you knew you had something.
Yeah, like that's one thing I've realized, and I had to look back on. Like even before, when I wasn't popping, I always thought I was like better than Mook and Lux and all the people who, you know, were popping. When I first did Grind Time, they were offering like, yo, if you do 5 battles,
you paid.
You get $1,000. And I always told direct from the jump, I'm not doing 5 battles. I don't care how much you get paid. I'm not doing it. My objective is to like really go at the West Coast guys, because that's who was like holding it down. And prominent at the time was the L Max and Thesaurus and Disasters. So that was my objective, is like, yo, go like how they say, put some work on their block, go over there, get lit. And I feel like 5 battles wasn't gonna do that. So that was my goal, is to get lit in that grind time, I guess you would call it. And then move on. I always had a strong intuition, like it's something bigger. Like this ain't it. You know what I mean? So when I came into Grind Time, I had my mind set on my goal, and that was my goal of what to do.
You feel like you impacted in Grind Time?
For sure.
And was it the Aquas battle? Was it Pass? Was it?
It was all of them.
All of them? Even Philly Swing?
Yeah, and I ended up J Focus, Philly Swing, Aquas, Passwords, Ilmac. I ended up doing 5 anyway.
So you feel like you impacted on Grind Time. And you did the 5 battles anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, then the Lions, then Fight Club, like, you know, like we started getting certain
You
calls.
talking about your career or mine?
Nah,
because
because we had the meeting.
The calls, yeah.
The meeting, yeah. So it was like, okay, now it's like getting serious, and now we're weeding out everybody.
For sure.
So it's like when Big T, I'm not gonna lie, son. To me, that's still like I get chills on my spine from being on stage that day. You know, that day was crazy in general.
Yeah.
But what you did took over the whole thing. You know, quiet as kept. I'll tell you something. When we were editing Cortez and X Factor and Math and T-Rex, I went with Smack and Norms to go edit it. And we in East New York. And Smack kept hearing your name. He knew you, but he was like, yo, I never watched his battles. And I'm in the car with Smack, and I'm like, you never watched his battles? Are you crazy? You see we did the passwords? That's what I mean. Like, I'm going in, and Smack is like, cool, you fuck with this nigga. Like, Smack is real. I'm like, nah, Smack, this nigga's crazy. You're bugging. He was like, but Big T just got crazy with Hitman. I'm like, bruh, Hollow is gonna put in work.
Yeah.
And then when that happened, when you did battle Big T, I remember he called me the next day. He was like, yo, my nigga, good looking. Like, this nigga's crazy. And I'm like, yo.
They had their talks because they didn't think I could make the transition from doing 60-second rounds to 3-minute rounds.
Cause like Smack, we all know Smack. I'm like, Smack, he did 106. He's like, man, I don't care about no 106. It's just Smack. I'm like, yo, bro, trust me, you got some killers, you know, and that's all Wave. That's the whole thing. So it's like, it can't be duplicated. And the real question is like, this is something that I had to learn, and you never really had to learn it. You always did it. There's a difference between battling for respect and battling for a check. You've never battled for a check. You battled with so much respect that it turned into the checks.
Check came.
You get what I'm saying? And that's something I had to, even to this day, I still have to learn that, because it's like, I don't know how you did that, but you did it. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, you stuck with it. I remember when you came home, you did that again. We was in my crib, and you was like, nah, I want this. And I want this, and I want this. And then they folded. You feel what I'm saying? And they gave in. And once they opened that door, it was like, oh, it's over.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So when I see that, I sit there and say, you know, how did that mentality come about? That because you did it, like you were the first one to really. People thought Lux was crazy, and then they thought you was crazier, because at least Lux was who he was at the time.
Yeah.
And you was like, nah, I'm on that same tier. You know what I'm saying? So it was like you muscled your way right there. So it was like, was that the game plan coming home? Was it just you looking at it like, man, this shit not going nowhere? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's a variable of things. One important thing that I noticed that I have that some people don't is patience. You know, and I'm willing to sit out. I'm willing to go through a struggle or a hard time to get what I know I deserve and what I believe. And it's very difficult to sit there and deny, you know, $7,000-8,000 at a time where you have $20 in your pocket. That's very, very difficult to do.
hard.
For anybody to be able to do that just speaks a lot about where they feel their vision is at, and how hard they're willing to go for it. So patience definitely played a major part. Another thing was just thinking big, dreaming bigger than that was already out there. I was actually in a car, I don't want to say his name, but with a battle rapper like a week ago, and I played him a video because I feel like he could be at a way bigger space than where he's at, but he doesn't see it. You know what I mean? So at that time, if the offer, like I said, I think 7,000. I said the offer was 7,000. You know, I was aiming for double that. I was aiming for 15. And whether it took me a year sitting out to get it, you know, I got it. And I just seen that, and I kept moving with that. I also give credit to Lux and Mook, because, you know, I seen them do the same thing, and they set the bar, and I just follow suit.
I want to commend you because I've seen Hollow through the phases. You feel what I'm saying? I know Hollow the Dawn from the baggy era. Big jacket with the prescription in the jacket, you know what I'm saying? A 4 with a cream soda, like, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, I know Chuck Taylor Hollow, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and Hardy Hollow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I want to commend you because, you know, we're of the same age, we of the same bracket, but I learned a lot from you, bro. You know what I'm saying? From when you moved to the hood and stuff like that, I learned a lot. So I still learn, you know, and you know, being real, this battle tore me up. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be honest. You know, but the conflict has torn me up. You know what I mean? I remember I was in Texas. You told me, yo, you wanted to call Math. You know, you wanted to speak to him. And you know, I would never be nosy. I know what's going on, but you know, I let two men handle it like grown men. You know what I'm saying? And tomorrow, you know, I'm excited for both of y'all. I'll really be watching battles, but I'm excited for both of y'all. I know both of y'all gonna come with some shit, you know, and I respect it, you know what I mean? And, you know, there's a lot of things that I want y'all to really look back at and just see like, yo, if y'all could come from this battle and learn, then y'all both win. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I feel. If y'all both learn from shit and whatever happens, we'll talk about it tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying? See? Fucking up. But, you know what I mean? Then it's like, then it works. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why I love battle rap, because, you know, it's senseless to take it any further. You feel what I'm saying? So it's no, you know, and to be honest with you, man, you know what I mean? You gotta get focused. You gotta get right. And, you know what I mean? Do your fucking thing tomorrow. I'm gonna continue busting your ass.
Yeah, because you don't look like you don't know what move. I'm a great move.
You know
I already know my next move.
You know, you see, that's where you mess up at, Papa. You know?
But now, yeah, tomorrow's really, that's one thing. Is like I don't know if I'm misunderstanding what you're saying, but it's nothing to look back on after the mall. Like my card on reverse. Like after the mall, like I don't feel like it's nothing to talk about. If he wants to talk about, you know, stuff he's feeling and he still needs to get off his chest.
Well, I think after tomorrow it should be progress. It shouldn't be nothing to linger on anymore.
It should be all action.
You know?
Which one is the queen?
This one.
Oh, I need her. Let me get that bitch.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
I know, I need that.
All right, cool.
How I feel about Hollow Dawn, watching the interview, watching the battle, you know, loyalty versus ego in this battle rap.
We've
culture.
seen it in battle rap before. We've seen it with Hitman Holla versus Verb, Rex and K Shine, Ilmac and Thesaurus. Nothing new.
Those battles though, those was mostly about ego.
Yeah.
This is the first time that we see a battle about loyalty.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal.
Way
Not
more
just
personal.
battle rap, but in life period. And I think that when these two battled each other, you seen that from the face-off to the actual battle, that there was a lot of animosity there about how each other felt about what they defined as loyalty.
Yeah.
And even after the battle, a lot of us thought that it was going to be over after that. But they kept going back and forth.
Chiming back and forth,
But with this unfortunate passing of Tech 9, it shows that life is too short, you know? And even then, I think that affected Math and Hollow.
Yeah.
Because then they started tweeting to each other, just paying respect to each other, you know? So
Yeah, Math, he wrote, first Hollow wrote, he did an Instagram video, and he basically said, I don't have no ill will towards
malice,
Math.
He
said, you know, I've known you for a long time, and basically, I want to just move past it. I don't want to hold no grudges. And then Math, he wrote, I don't know if Math synced it or not, but Math put out his own tweet, and he said basically, I don't have any ill will towards Hollow, and I'm ready to move past it. I hope them two could just finally see each other, have a conversation, because they're two OGs that's in this game.
Right, and at the end of the day, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it at all. Like,
we a family.
You know what I mean? Like, we a family, we argue and everything, but let's just keep it, we a family, let's keep it business, and, you know, everything else, let's just move on with our lives. Like, dragging it on is just going to keep going. It's never going to end, and it's for what? We're not getting paid to do that.
Yeah,
so.
Facts. But speaking of OGs, Fi, you caught up with somebody?
Yeah, I caught up with the OG, the captain, the general, Team Hami, Swave Sevah. You already know, Team Hami. Smoke break. It's Father God, back here with another smoke break with my man,
Swave Sevah Team Homie, a.k.a. Larry Swavers, a.k.a. Mr. Smack a Bitch Baby Father, all one word, a.k.a. the Black Sour Ranger. That one fit for what we doing here today, a.k.a. Reefer Sutherland.
Real rap.
Lawrence Pittsburgh. I got a lot of those. Be Luke, Anakin Highwalker. We could go on all day with those shit. Let me say this while we rolling, B.
Yeah.
Buying a single backwood is like playing Russian roulette.
Facts.
And all backwoods ain't rollable backwoods. And to buy a single one, you might get that one in that pack that you just like, God damn, I can't even roll this shit. The vein mad thick. You know what I mean? Going all twisty, twirly through your shit.
And
buy a pack.
And that's 9 times out of 10.
Word, my
9
nigga.
times out of 10. That's why I'm like, yo, if I'm buying a single,
shit off.
Open this up and let me pick one. So to get to it, that what you say your favorite strain is sour.
Yeah, I fuck with the sour.
Okay. So what? Give me some. I know you've been.
This shit
you've been around the world.
Fact.
Philippines. You've been everywhere. What's some weeds that you smoked? In your travels?
Oh man, yo, listen. The best weed I ever had in my life, and I don't even want to say I don't even want to sound cliche because everybody say this shit, but it was in Amsterdam.
Really?
Facts.
So a lot of rappers say they go to Amsterdam and the weed ain't that good.
Amsterdam and Cali. I found a fucking dispensary in Amsterdam called Heaven and Hell. And I went in there. The shit that made me go in there was they were playing my favorite song from Sade. And it looked just so mellow in there with the dim lights. And as soon as you walk in, they had the menu, they had the edibles, everything. So then they had the 5-star rating buds and the 4 stars. And, went all the way down to 1. So I got this 5-star rating. I want to see what they best is.
Yeah.
Yo, this shit was sticky. It was so sticky. I stuck it to the wall. I sat down at the table, stuck it to the wall. Shit said, bloop. I had like, oh shit, the shit kept going out while I was puffing. But it was so moist, like it wouldn't stay lit, so I had to keep relighting it. Yo, not even relighting it. I probably clipped it twice. Cause the shit had a nigga on cloud 22 type shit.
And what's the weed called?
It was called Afghan Chem.
I think I heard of that. I definitely Kim, because a lot of Kim. There's Kim Dog out here in New York City.
Right.
It's Kim Dog, but I have Afghan Kim.
My nigga.
That sounds serious.
The shit that made me get it with the 5-star rating, and then when he showed it to me, the way the shit looked, I was like, God damn. Yeah, that shit was it though.
Yeah.
So, shout out, rest in peace to my brother Sean Price.
Yeah, rest in peace, definitely.
I'm repping him right now. His birthday is this month, so I got my man right here. Right up.
Yeah, I definitely want to ask you too. Like, one of the funniest moments in battle rap happened against you. Well, the whole solo,
weirdest match I ever had.
Now that do you see like it's a viral video going around that somebody basically breaking down the bar.
Yeah.
Now they calling it the greatest scheme of all time.
That shit's hilarious, man.
After when he was spitting
it
that,
it kind of is.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I looked at the whole bar different once the dude did the breakdown. Like, I'm dead serious. I said, yo.
What about niggas go get 2 with it?
Yeah, it's like when he broke it down, like, yo, that was genius, yo. Like,
genius.
But at the time when he spit that to you, like, what at that moment, what you was thinking, like, going through your mind?
It was crazy because the first time he said, remember he said it like 3 times.
Yeah.
So the first time he said it, we was like, oh, this nigga's bugging out. Second time, I said, okay, I thought he was fucking up and just went back to it. And then he said it a third time. That's when the crowd really just started laughing.
So ain't nobody caught it then.
I think everybody caught it at the same time. Like, oh, this nigga just bugging out with this bullshit.
Okay. But he really wasn't bugging out. Yeah, that was actually a fire scheme. Shout out to Old Solo.
Shout out to Old Solo.
Matter of fact, yo, you've been touring over Yeah. Give me some good tour stories. Who you was touring with?
Oh, my nigga, I toured with a couple people. My first tour ever was with my underground nigga, my niggas J Live, my Cannibal Ox, and this dude named C Rays.
Yeah.
With the Best Day of Rap tour, it also had Double AB, my man Carnage, and that shit was like 30 cities. We on the road like a month and change. That was like the best tour I ever. We had the tour bus. Like that was the first real big tour experience I had.
A lot of groupies.
Yeah, on that tour, that really was.
Yeah. I already know them groupie stories. They got like the NWA story. I know a lot happened on the road.
And that one was crazy because I was there single. I was single for that tour, but the other tour I can't tell no goofy story because I was involved.
Yeah, we gonna even talk about that. We gonna talk about when you were single, man. Like, why? Give me a goofy story, man. You're like, yo, this chick is wild. Like, she started bugging out.
Damn, I can't even. See, the funny part is, it was a case of the small world. So the chick that we wound up doing this to wound up knowing my family.
Wow.
So I don't even want to, you know what I mean?
Wow.
It was a small world case, but probably be singing that. If they see this, they go like, this motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? But
friend of the family.
Yeah, but there was one out in Cali. I was on tour with Cannabis. And Killer Priest. We just caught one at the end of the show that just ran through everybody. But she wound up going to school with my. First of all, this is in San Diego. So I'm on the other side. And then, after everything, she looking at me like how I look familiar to her type shit. I'm like, fuck you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? And she was like, yo, you got a cousin named Blase Blah? I was just like, yeah.
That's how it starts.
And she was like, I know you. Your cousin go to school with my brother. La, 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 la. You don't remember me? I was just like, oh, snap. Like, I really didn't remember her, but she had to know me because she was naming all
the people in the circle.
Right. So I was just like, oh, yeah. That's crazy. Don't tell them you saw me out here and like shit. Like
she ran through everybody.
Yeah, like. Yeah,
she took it state to state, her show. She was on tour with that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's crazy, man. Shorty got ran through. Cool, whatever. Now it's time for the show now. I know probably that happened before the show. Yeah, give me some backstage stories. You know what I mean? Like crazy on tour. Like, going crazy.
Being that we on the Bud situation, right? Mm-hmm. With the pressure pack. Shout out to pressure pack.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Pressure pack.
So listen. Right. I'm on stage, fuck backstage, right? I'm gonna tell you how I'm on tour with Tech Poison Pen. We in Humboldt County. You know what that is? Mm-hmm. We in like the weed capital of the United States. Feel me?
Humboldt County, the wash.
And we in a town called Arcata, and it's like 70% of the town grows. Yeah. Like, if a nigga in the town come up to you and be like, yo, you in a business? Yeah. They asking you if you do anything with weed. Like, the whole town is about bud. There's one sheriff.
Okay.
Right? So much bud there that I'm performing. Right? As I'm performing, we from the hood.
Yeah. Right.
I see some shit go past my face. Hey, yo, stop the music. Hey, yo, somebody just do something up here. Everybody going crazy. I'm like, nah, I don't play like that. Yo, that shit almost hit my face. Watch what y'all throwing up here. Well, don't throw another thing up here.
Yeah.
As I'm saying it, I look down. It's a fucking bud. It look like a little Christmas tree.
Yeah. On stage. That's what they threw at you.
I said, hold on. Picked it up. Oh, well, y'all just do weed at me? That shit said,
more just they start throwing.
Yo, son, I'm still on stage like this. I look to the side, Poison Pen on the side of stage. Yo, come on. Oh, I hit the beat. Beat come on, I start rocking while I'm rocking.
Wow. Yeah. Why you performing?
Why performing? By the time I got off that stage, bro, swept that shit up.
Yeah.
My nigga, I had like a QP, nigga.
On the loves.
Listen, my nigga. Poison Pen come on stage. I'm still trying to get my pile up. Nigga, I'm mad looking unprofessional. No, I'm not going. It's mad different looking boys.
Wow.
Two-tone,
in the weed capital of the world.
Mixed in a pile. Like,
that's crazy. That's like the ultimate smoking experience right there. Yo, so Pressure Packs hooked us up. What you think about it? You know what I mean? What you feel about the Alien?
Nah, I think they both good. I like this banana shit. The only thing about the banana shit, I don't really like a lot of fruity tasted weed.
Okay.
But the high is good on this shit. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit got that weed taste that I like. That alien shit.
It's a type where you know what I mean? I like fighting through my high. That's why I like indicas. Like, I want to fight through. I want to fight against me falling asleep and stuff like that. It's just, you know, the impact of being high.
Yeah, but it got me in a zone that I like to be in. Yeah. Like that tunnel vision zone. Like, if I start writing right now, it's going to be a problem.
It's going to be a problem for somebody.
Yeah. But I don't know. I ain't got no battles. I'm just talking about writing, period. Mm-hmm. This is that zone I like to be in to do that.
Yeah.
Word.
Father God, another edition of the Smoke Break.
This shit look like that shit they take piss tests in, like they should sell weed.
Nah. You gotta keep
some more like this.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
Nah. I like my like packages like this.
Yeah, but yeah, Swave Sevah team.
Peace. Shout out to Pressure Packs, man. He had me, Swave Sevah, on the moon.
Y'all look lit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all gotta put out that full interview. We was chopping it up about all kind of tour stories. The interview was about 40 minutes long. Everything ain't going, you know.
Swave is mad funny. People don't even know how funny Swave actually is.
Yo, that's a true OG, man. Like, that's like kicking it with that's favorite uncle. You kicking it with my favorite uncle.
But we're gonna be talking about funny people. You know we can't not talk about Ms.Fit. So let's get into Fit or Miss.
Right.
What's going on, man? It's Ms.Fit Murder F Gang. You already know what time it is. It's Fit or Miss time. And we just went to the RBE battle. You know, the big most talked about battle, Hollow versus Math Hoffa. Well, at this battle, there was just one miss that I could not let slide. Sorry, Rex. It's looking nasty for you, baby. You don't wear a shirt like that with a stomach like this. And you don't wear jeans like that with thighs like this. My man, what were you thinking when you woke up and put that on? I mean, you got the pink fatigue. You got a black and yellow hat on. I mean, there's some outfits you can mix the colors with, but this ain't it, Chief. It's just not working. You got the ashy black jeans, too. It's not even a dark black. You got the ashy black jeans on with the pink fatigue. You're looking crazy. It's real shaky for you. Harlem dudes are supposed to be fresh, my man. You dropped the ball. This is definitely a miss. For the first time ever, you're now witnessing a double miss. When I say double miss, that means both parties were looking extra shaky, baby. QB Black Diamond versus Shuni the Rapper. They both look crazy in this battle. And when I say crazy, not a positive crazy. First of all, QB got on a pleather paper jacket looking straight off a mannequin from Pretty Girl. Shuni the Rapper got on these orange spandex showing all her chichos and flabby sections here. It just looks bad. Sis got purple hair, cool, all right, but the fit ain't right. The fit ain't right. This one is definitely a double miss. Wait, the jacket, was it see-through? Why was it see-through though? It looked crazy. Where did you buy that? So I can tell everybody not to shop there. QB, you look crazy. Your hair's too long. It's not complimenting the outfit. If you was gonna wear like a wavy jacket, you should have put on like a shorter weave to show, you know, the details of the jacket. That's just a quick fashion memo for you. You know, it's a fit tip. And I think you girls need a little more fit tips, because you're all looking shaky and nasty, and you're on TV, ma. You're on the big screen. These battles get a lot of views. Please take pride in your presence. It's killing me. And this is why I have this going on, to help y'all, so y'all can step it up.
Yo, Ms.Fit, man. Yo, we love all of y'all out there, man. Shouts to Rex, shouts to Shuni, shouts to QB.
Yeah,
but
nothing
come
personal.
On now. You gotta be conscious when you on that stage.
You never know who's there. You never know who's watching.
You don't know who's watching. Speaking of big names that's watching Battle Rap, let's get into this week's Battle Rap Facts. What's good? Welcome to another episode of Battle Rap Facts. It's your boy Ben Swayze here with my girl
Margarita Mondays, aka Lil Sazon Packet. Hello.
Yes,
how you
sir.
doing?
Yes, sir. So we got another dope throwback battle for you guys.
A very controversial throwback for y'all.
Facts. So shout out to King of the Dot. This is Arcade versus Disaster. 5 years ago. Now, craziest thing about this battle that y'all probably don't know, because everybody always skips the intro when a battle comes on, but Organic actually said in the beginning of the battle, he hopes that this is a battle that people could go back 5 years ago and still watch. What do you know?
This is definitely one of those battles you could go back and watch. Honestly, I think it's one of the most controversial battles in battle rap history in general. It was just, I feel like it was a loss for everybody. And if you watch the battle, you understand why.
Yeah.
But let's get into it to give him a little preview of why.
So this battle, just some facts we are, was co-hosted by Drake. This was the second time that Drake hosted a battle. It was a title match. You said it was controversial. What was the reason why, though?
Because it starts off with Disaster bringing in the receipts of Arcane paying for battle lines. That's crazy. And this is your champ. This is your king. This is your champ.
Now, what's crazy though is that like back then, you never heard about that.
No.
Now you might hear them say, "Oh, this chick bought some bars. This dude might have bought some bars." But back then, that was
if people copied flows, like that was not that it was okay, but it was more understandable. But this was on some next level when you buying bars. And then on top of that, he started off with his shout out. He didn't even wait till the battle started. He was like, "I'm gonna shout this out. First of all, PayPal." And let you know.
Yeah, said he bought it from Caustic, so that was just crazy. But going into the battle, Diz started off his first round straight to the point. You buying bars, people that work so hard for the bars. I thought it was a good angle, and going into it, I thought Diz was going to end up winning this battle.
Absolutely, because Diz had the advantage. I mean, you coming out strong saying, hey, your champion is buying bars, so that takes away the credibility from your champion in general. But the problem with Disaster is that it was great for the first round, but he did it for all 3 rounds. And that's when it was like, you're using this angle for too much. And Disaster has a nasty pen. There's no reason why he couldn't just come across.
Arcane was just all over. Like, Arcane was switching flows. Whether he bought it or not, he bought some good
His
bars.
performance factor was way above Disaster's.
Like,
and then on top of that, Disaster got emotional. That's a battle rap no-no.
Yeah.
Because
Second
battle rap
round.
is gritty. It's raw. It happens. Like things they talk about reckless stuff. You can't be getting emotional. And that definitely was a negative for Disaster when it came to this battle.
So Diz, what she's talking about is the second round. They started kept touching him throughout the battle. Disaster pushes him hard. And lo and behold, who interferes and stops them from fighting?
Math, can you believe that?
Math, he definitely broke it up, calmed it down, let them finish rapping and all that. But lo and behold, it didn't go the way everybody expected. It didn't go the way Diz thought.
I think it was detrimental for everybody. For King of the Dot to be shown that your champion is buying bars. And then on top of that, Arcane loses the title in his next match against Pat Stay, who was in the battle.
Before we even get to that, Arcane, he didn't just win it. This was his second time winning the title. The first time anybody's ever done that.
And that's, I'll give props to Arcane because you won a battle and off the jump, they were already looking at you sideways because of hearing that you buying bars. So the fact that he still had flow, charisma, personality, Diz was just distracted by his anger, honestly.
Yeah, I think so too. And there was a lot of boos. I don't know if it was because they was in Canada.
From the get-go.
They was booing Diz.
From the get-go.
They was booing him, but...
And then Disaster, like, I don't know, even from this battle on, that rest of his time he didn't do so great.
Yeah. But, I mean, when you look at now, Diz is still doing his thing out there, you know what I'm saying? And Arcane is nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found.
So he won the title, but he lost the war.
Arcane, yes, he lost it to... And it's funny because I think the winner was Pat Stay. Because if you look at this battle, Pat Stay got the funniest reactions, yo. The whole time. He's there like... And Pat Stay's a clown in himself. So I think he definitely used that to amp him up in his battle.
The winner of this was Pat Stay.
The winner was Pat Stay, yo. Not even battling and you won. That's a first.
Facts. But long and behold, man, that's our throwback battle rap facts, man. It's your boy Ben Swave.
Check out the battle. This is your girl Margarita Mondays, a.k.a. Sason Packer. We'll see you next time, all right?
You already know.
This week's highlight is Ruin Your Day, Volume 2, with artists such as Tez, Ryder, Mickey Fax, Head Ice, B-Dot, the whole 9 yards. So make sure you support.
Facts. Fire album. Shouts to Avocado. You put together a good project, bro.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all cop that on all streaming sites.
And we thank you guys for your support as well. So make sure you follow us on Twitter, on Instagram as well, at The Real Rap Sheet. And if you have any ideas or things you want to say, commentary about the show, email us at therealrapsheet@gmail.com.
You already know. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll catch up with y'all next week. It's your boy Ben Swave.
Margarita Mondays.
Father God.
And this has been The Real Rap Sheet.
Peace.
say R.I.P. to my nigga Nip. When I say Nipsey, y'all say hustle. Nipsey, Nipsey, Nipsey.
You say I'm bugging, but it was all facts. Gotta be bugging and think I call back. That ain't about nothing, you could keep all that. I don't want nothing, just wanna fall back. Shawty, I ain't even tripping no more, no more. I don't even miss you no more, no more. I ain't even tripping no more, no more. I don't even miss you no more, no more.
Look, ma, what I'm supposed to do. You on the gram, bugging over a post or two. Was all good on the low back when no one knew. Argue every night, the petty fights, I'm over you.